So today we are going to do a review of main stage Quinn. Is she good? Oh yeah! Oh man, dude. She is so good. I'm really like so pumped with these new heroes. It just blows me away. Alright, so today we are going to talk about everything that makes her awesome. We're going to talk about why she's so good. We're going to talk about her strategies and tactics. We're going to talk about her support team. We're going to talk about her commander perk. We're going to talk about everything that makes her awesome and how you can utilize her to achieve Outlander greatness. Rock and roll. All right, guys, if you love the content that we're doing here, please use our supporter creator. It really helps us to keep doing the content that we're doing. So thank you so much for all the support, guys. Rock and roll. Okay, let's get right into it. Main stage Quinn. See, Quinn is a wholesome, wonderful, butt-kicking Outlander of power with her little strawberry backpack, her strawberry badge, and her strawberry belt. She comes with all that berry goodness so that she can lay the smacketh down on those berry bad husks. So let's show you guys how to do it. This character is actually super nasty. I don't know if you noticed, but there are not many Outlanders in the game that don't use phase shift. Now, what it means when you don't have phase shift is that you are automatically one of the top offensive Outlanders ever. Because phase shift, as great as it is, it's not an offensive tool. It means, yes, you have this fun, convenient tool, but at the cost of killing power. So this character brings the killing power. Teddy, Shock Tower, Seismic Smash. You have all the tools for destruction. She's amazing. But that's not even why she's really, truly amazing. Let's take a look at this chick's perks, man. The standard perk and the commander perk. And we're going to talk about both of them because it's very relevant. Now, we're going to talk about the commander perk first. Sub Wafers Plus. Harvesting metal objects has a 100% chance to give sub wafers. Consuming sub wafers grants Rock and Rift, which, like all the others, increases your damage by 50% and your melee attack speed by 32%. This effect decays over 8 seconds. This is unbelievably powerful. And the ability to trigger this Rocking Rift literally whenever you want is so profoundly powerful compared to all the other methods. You know, this one is the one that you have 100% control over, which feels really good. So the metal object harvesting is actually very simple. You see a metal object, you break the metal object, you get wafers. The wafers are an item that go, just like coconuts, that go into your inventory. You go to your weapons, you find the wafer, you equip it as a weapon onto your main hotbar. You can then eat those wafers whenever you want, triggering the 8-second buff, automatically applying Rock and Rift and going crazy on your enemies. Super powerful. Now, the downside, of course, is that you have to put it on your hotbar. It takes up a slot. You have to consume it, which takes up time. Time that you're not attacking, right? You have to physically pull the wafer out, stuff your face, switch back to your weapon, and then continue to fight. You have to do this every 8 seconds, so it can be annoying. But it is extremely powerful and gives you full control over the course of the battle and when you choose to enter with a buff. So it is just, oh man, it is amazing, guys. It's amazing. I wouldn't say that this is the best, but it is insanely powerful. Now, with the standard perk, you have a 32% chance to break metal objects and get the sub wafers, making her a perfect character to use as a support for literally any character class in the entire game that you want to get that 50% damage bonus and the 32% extra melee attack speed. This is such an easy thing to farm for. It's so easy. You literally just break metal objects, any metal at all, and you get wafers. You can get 100 wafers in the blink of an eye. It's so fast, it's ridiculous. If you have her as a support class, it'll be, you know, a 1/3. It'll drop 1/3 of the time. As a commander, it's every time. So, yeah, incredible, right? Incredible. You have a commander perk that gives you all of her abilities. So you have all of her Teddy, Shock Tower, Seismic Smash, all those tools. You have an Outlander shell. You can, you know, anti-material punch. And then you can use your sub-wafers to turn yourself into a melee juggernaut. Just a monster. So you have all this arsenal. Plus, as a support character, she augments any character in the game that wants to be a god tier augmented melee class. So just wildly powerful. It's just crazy, crazy power. She is nuts, man. She is nuts. So let's take a look at her support lineup, because man, she just like the other characters, you want to go for the melee, right? This is all about that melee, getting that 32% attack speed bonus and that damage buff. You can get right in there in their face and just absolutely melt things into the ground. Oh, she's nasty. So nasty. So you want to augment this for sure with Blast from the Past. This will give you the survivability that you need, removing all of your shields, and in exchange giving you 200% bonus health. You need 2 Dino heroes to activate this ability, and there are no better heroes if you're going with a melee than Saurian Claws and Saurian Hide. Saurian Claws comes from Paleoluna. She gives you a 5.5% of your current health to melee weapon damage bonus. So basically, the more health you have, the more damage you do. So when you are using this crazy Blast from the Past build, rocking, you know, an extra 200% health, you're going to be running around between 900,000 and 1 million health, just absolutely spanking everything into the ground with your crazy, ultra-powered Saurian Claws. Just wild, man. Wild. So you got to keep yourself healthy. As long as you keep yourself healthy, you keep this massive damage buff blazing off of every swing you take, which is a lot because you're going to be rocking a 32% attack speed bonus. Crazy strong. Saurian Hide comes from Prehistoric Iza, which gives you an extra 33 armor so long as you have no shields, which of course you have no shields at all because of Blast from the Past. So, incredible power. Anatomy Lessons and Corrosive Strikes has a lot of synergy within itself. Anatomy Lessons comes from Whiteout Fiona. It gives you extra crit rate, 15 to be exact, on swords, axes, or scythes. We're going to be using swords primarily on this character. The Corrosive Strikes comes from Deadly Blade Crash. This utilizes that extra crit chance and gives your melee crits the ability to apply a 30% snare, slowing your enemies down and also afflicting them for 37% damage per second for 3 seconds. Wildly powerful for dealing with smashers, slowing them down and doing massive damage over time as you cut them into little pieces. Last but not least, we have Going Coconuts. Now this is pretty janky because you got to realize that you're going to have your wafers in one hand, your coconuts in the other, and then your third hand is going to be using your sword. So it's amazing though. Like your 2 of your slots are going to be buffs. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's powerful, right? It really makes it so that you're limited to just I'm a sword slashy person with 2 buffs, a heal buff, and which is also a damage buff, and a damage buff, which is also an attack speed buff, and you can use these constantly. Going Coconuts is the Crossbones Barrett Pirate Outlander ability. It's called Going Coconuts. It makes it so that every time you loot a container, you have a 20% chance to find coconuts in those containers. You can then use those coconuts by putting them on your hotbar, pulling them out of your weapons. It goes into with your other weapons. You put it on the bar like a weapon. You eat it, and you get an instantaneous 50% heal, and then a 20-second buff that gives you healing over time and 16% damage bonus. Insane. Absolutely the most powerful heal in the entire game. One of the most powerful abilities in the entire game. The only downside is you have to prep it first by collecting containers, stuff out of containers, and building up a supply of coconuts before you're able to actually use this ability. So it has a downside. It's annoying. You have to farm for it. and you have to use up a slot in your bar, and you have to consume it manually. But the benefit is ginormous. Just unbelievably powerful. So making this character pretty much unstoppable. You got this insane infinite amounts of health. You got a buff on command where you can just do insane amounts of damage to everything whenever you want. It's just... baby! This character rocks, man. Main stage Quinn. Can you please step up? Alright, so stationary hover turrets and slow fields are my go-tos. This is for dealing with anything and everything. Always good to use. Extra damage. Slow field is for mini-bosses. Drop him on a mini-boss as soon as the mini-boss punches the wall, and it'll completely disable him, giving you time to beat him into the ground and kill him. Those are my two go-tos. This is my build for main stage Quinn. And man, oh man, you are going to love this character. Whether you're using her as a commander or using her as a support, she is one of the superstars to come out of this event. And they're all pretty darn good. But she is... she is up there, man. She is top of the top. The thing that makes her so absolutely insane is the fact that of all the characters, this is the one that you're probably going to use in your support. She's going to be that support. She's the one who's going to augment all of your melee classes. So she is a big deal. Maybe a bigger deal than even using her as a commander is using her as a support to augment some of the game's most powerful loadouts. And you can expect we're going to be covering those in the future. Alright guys, I really hope that you learned a lot from this review. I hope this helps you out. Helps you see what a powerhouse this character really is. And helps you build the ultimate warrior. So, rock and roll guys. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, like and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up please. And ring that bell for the notifications. Comment down below and let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think of this review. Let me know what you think of this character. And, man, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being a part of the VASH Corps. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for showing the love and watching my videos and making this stream possible. It means the world, guys. Thank you so much for just being a part of my life. Rock and roll. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, yeah!